All right, let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Another team that fan base. Listen, I'm not trying to hate on your team. I like the Falcons. I like when the Falcons are playing well because it's good for the game of football, in my opinion. Atlanta is a great market. Let's start with the offseason real quick. The decision for you guys to not go after Lamar Jackson was a questionable one that will befuddle me till the end of time. I am not sure why you guys decided not to go after one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, especially when quarterback is your weak spot. That being said, the offseason, everything else was decent, except for the fact that you guys didn't address your edge rusher. We'll get there in a second with your guys' draft results. You guys stole Caden Ellis from the Saints, as well as David Onyemata. If I butchered that name, I apologize. I've always struggled with that one. As well as their defensive coordinator, Ryan Nielsen. Ellis is the best, obviously, of those three, especially because when he's graded as the seventh best linebacker in the league, and he had 7 sacks, which is more than any Falcon defender had in 2022, your guys' weakness was defense, ironically. And adding him was a huge, huge improvement for you guys. Then you move down to Jesse Bates, when you get him for 4 years, $64 million. He can do everything, and you guys, again, struggled in the secondary last year. I mean, you guys struggled on every front last year. Bates is the 6th best safety according to PFF, and he had 4 interceptions, 4 touchdowns allowed. So quarterbacks that threw at him had a below average QBR. Like, everything about Jesse Bates just means it's a quality signing for the Falcons, which means you guys are headed in the right direction, right? At the end of the day, still a lot of holes on this. Now, moving to the draft, you guys drafted Bijan Robinson, which many people will say is the best player in the draft overall, talent-wise. However, the running back position might be one of the least important positions in the NFL. Bijan's going to be a star. You guys had Tyler Algier, which, I mean, I understand that finding a premier running back could be a way to help rebuild your offense, right? It relieves pressure off of Desmond Ritter. There's a lot of things that could go right. I don't think it was the right pick. The end of the day, I think you guys desperately needed a quarterback, and this pick should have been traded for Lamar Jackson. As far as Bijan goes, he's going to be a star. He'll sell tickets. He'll put butts in seats, and at the end of the day, he'll be somebody that you guys can market. And in the future, when you find a quarterback, he'll be somebody you can build around. You guys address the offensive line in a couple areas. The best pick that you guys had in this draft, though, is Zach Harrison out of Ohio State. You guys needed to address the edge rusher position, and you did so with this pick. Zach Harrison is a stud. He will be fantastic out of you. He's just simply an elite athlete, and that's kind of what you guys have been missing on the outside. So let's look at the Falcons schedule real quick, run through this. Again, you probably won't agree with me if you're a Falcons fan. You probably will agree with me if you're any other fan of a team in that division. You guys have a tough schedule. You lose week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and week 6 to the Carolina and Green Bay at home. You lose to Detroit and Jacksonville on the road. You lose to the Texans and the Commanders at home. And then you finally get a win on the road against Tampa Bay. You then lose the next 3 on the road against Tennessee, at home against Minnesota, and then on the road against Arizona. Ironically, this is, spoiler alert, very, very few wins for Arizona. This is one of them. Just because I feel like they have a better overall team than you guys, especially on the defense side of the ball. They'll be able to hold your offense, which, again, is sort of abysmal, to a very, very small scoring game. Bye week 11.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Avery from the SLG Network here. Sorry to interrupt your video, but I did just want to let you know that more than 90% of our viewers are not subscribed to the SLG Network. So please, do us a quick favor. It'd mean the world to us. Go and hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the video. I appreciate you.
And then I have you guys winning at home against the Saints, on the road against the Jets, at home against the Bucks. I have you guys losing at Carolina, losing at home against Indy, and then losing on the road in Chicago. I think you guys win a meaningless game in week 18 as the Saints realize that, hey, we're not winning the division. You guys win a game which kind of screws you over draft capital wise, but then again, they've shown recently that they'll take a win at the end of the season for whatever reason to worsen their draft position, which makes no sense at the end of the day. But big keys for the Falcons this season. Let's say Desmond Ritter does play up to a better quarterback overall, right? This has a chance to swing just like it has in every video so far. If Desmond Ritter plays like a above average quarterback, right, I think you guys could win week 1 against Carolina. I think you could win week 5 and week 6 against Houston and Washington. Week 8 on the road against Tennessee, but then again, that's kind of a running. They're gonna run the ball, pound it all over you. I don't. That one might be tough. Week 10 against Arizona, very winnable game. Week 14 against the Bucks, very winnable. Week 16 against the Colts, very winnable. Week 17 against the Bears, very winnable. So there's like a 7-game swing here, depending on what Desmond Ridder does as a quarterback. But at the end of the day, I have the Falcons finishing with a 2-15 record in the 4th best in the NFC South. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you thought of my predictions. Tell me what yours are, whether you agree, disagree. Make sure you hit like, comment, something down below. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.